Hi, so in this session we are going to see that what is happening behind that when array is passed to a function. Okay, so what all story is happening. Okay, so let me first discuss about that what was happening in case of primitive data types. Okay, so we will take a small example and do according to that. So let me take a new class which will be primitive and non-primitives. Like this, I'm making this class. We are going to test what is happening in case of functions first for primitive data types. Okay, so I've created this new class. What I'm going to do is I will first take a variable, let's say int I equal to 10. Let's say I have a function increment. I pass an I after that, and after that I will just print this I. Okay, and let's say this is public static. Let's say this is void increment, and I is coming up here. I am doing I plus plus, and this function is end here. Okay, let us say this is our code. I equal to 10 here, increment I goes here, I do I plus plus, and after finishing the function I have just printed I. Take 1 minute and see and visualize yourself that what will be the output. Okay, so I'm running this. I think the output will be 10, and it is 10. Okay, so you should know that why it is 10. I think this is because this is our main function in which first an I is created and assigned 10 value. Then you have called an increment function. So an increment function has been called here like this, in which I has been passed. That means 10 has been passed. In Java there is everything passed by value. So here an I is created and it becomes value equal to 10. So this I is actually increment.I. That means in increment function, what is the I? This I is actually main.I. This is mains I, this is increments I. Now you have done I plus plus here. So you have written I plus plus, that means effectively I equal to I plus 1. So that means what is happening is increment.I becomes increment.I plus 1. Increment.I becomes increment.I plus 1. So this I has become 11 after running this line. And after that you have come back, you have printed an I here, and in the main function I is main.I. After increment, your main.I still remains 10. So that's why 10 has been printed. Okay, so we just need to visualize that this I and this I are different. There is a main I which has been created here, and there is an increment I after that, which is different from this main.I. Here I equal to 10. Here first pass by value was passed. In this I becomes equal to 10. You do I equal to I plus 1. So that is happening locally inside increment function. This local I inside increment has become 11. After you come back, you have printed that I. Your main.I still remains 10. So you have just got 10. Okay, this is what happens in case of pass by value, and this is what we are seeing here. Let us see for non-primitive data types and discuss what will happen. Okay, let's say now I am not doing this. Let's say now I have an array which is like this. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and I have a function which is increment array. I pass an array through this. Let's copy our print array function, which was I think here, which will just print this array. Okay, like this. This is our array, increment array, and after that we will just print the array like this. So I have print array which we have implemented already earlier. Now we have here public static void increment array. I have an array coming up here. What I am doing in this function is I am going to each value of the array, each index of the array, and what I am doing is array of I equal to array of I plus 1, something like this, and this is our code. So what I have here is, this is our main function. I have made an array which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. I have made an increment array function here. What I do in increment array is I increase each value by 1. So since it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I am making each value increase by 1. So that means 1 will be increased by 1, it will become 2. 2 will be increased by 1, it will become 3. 3 will be increased by 1, it will become 4. 4 will be increased by 1, it will become 5. 5 will be increased by 1, it will become 6. After this whole function, we come back. I have called the print array function. What do you think will be the output? In the primitive data types, that was not changed. When you will print the array, what will be the output? Whether it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or it will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Visualize yourself and take an example and see what will happen. We are going to discuss this in the next video. It's your task to visualize and check what will happen. Okay, so we will be solving this in the next video. Okay, great. Thank you.